take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages, a vacant modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you, I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you, I knew this. When I'm with you, I feel so useless. I feel
in memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it that Hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it that Hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it that Hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising.
Can y'all hear me? I don't know what the heck ever is going on, but it's like someone just wants to silence my ass. Hi, guys. I was saying, and it is in memory of Daddy. Everything I do is in memory of my daddy. And if someone has a problem with that, then, well, that's your problem and not mine. And I don't know, you guys. Hi, by the way. Hold on. Let me make it make sense over here. Okay. Hi, guys. So I planned some things, and then I decided I'm not going to plan some things. And then I said, we're just going to talk about whatever I want because it's my channel. And, you know, some people like to think that they have somehow offended me or, you know, stalked me or harassed me so much, but no big deal. But yeah, hi, hey, hello, welcome. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and thank you, thank you, Teresa. I appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you for letting me know. Doc Terry's in the house. Hi, Frankie. Hi, Brooke. Of course, you were here first. Hi, guys. I want to not forget to address something really quick. YouTube's doing something really weird with people in my comments. It's a little strange, but if people say like repetitive words or something, they're blocking and not allowing your comments to come through. And so I don't know why, aside from that I talk too much and I say things that probably people in power might not like. And I'm not saying it to offend like the person in charge of this country or anything, but I'm a journalist. I'm going to speak my mind, and I have, just like we all have our rights to speak our minds, and this is my channel and I'm going to speak my mind. But just in case, because I did get, I was told that this is happening and I'm not aware of it, you guys, when it's happening, because I'm literally unable to keep my thoughts moving along most of the time. But I'm going to try and do much more of a laid back Sunday night live, and we can talk about whatever. If anyone wants to come up, I'll give you guys the link. No drama, no bullying, and I'm not effing around. So FAFO. Last live had some, whoever that was. I'm not playing games with people. If you want to actually have something to say and you want to argue with me, you're welcome to come up on here. But the minute you get disrespectful, bye. Because a lot of people are being outed right now for who they truly are. And I'm just me, just little old me doing my thing, fighting for truth and justice and whatever that means. Hi, littles. Sorry, guys. You want to say hi? You're on camera, Mama. You want to say hi? Say hi. Say hi to Doc Terry too. Say hi. Say hi, Doc Terry. Tell your doggies hello. My dog is obsessed with me lately, I swear. What is it, Mama? You can't have my drink. Okay? You want to talk? Say hi, people. I love you guys. But yeah, I have, as always, a lot to say, but this has been a very stressful weekend for me. My best friend's moving out of town, and it sucks. And I'm how old? But she's been like a staple in my life and in Little's life. And so yesterday was hard, and I just don't understand the whole true crime community when people want to bash. And I'm not even going to say people, I'm going to say certain people come into the arena to hate. And hello, it's been almost 4 years now. Can we move on with that? Like, I'm not watching, I'm not seeking, I'm not looking for people that are hating on me. But at the same time, if I hear about it, then I know about it, and then I see it. And I'm just questioning, what the hell did I do to anybody to deserve any of this, especially this many years later? I've done nothing but fight for my own channel and for myself, and I never will not fight for myself. I would be a hypocrite to not tell people, don't be bullied, don't back down when you've done nothing wrong. And everyone's told me for the longest time, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. No, I'm not going to ignore it. I'm not. I don't have to ignore it. I try to, but then that makes it okay to bully people. 41 years old almost, coming up here too quick, much quicker than I would like. I swear I feel like it was just my 40th birthday. But I've grown a lot personally, and I've also, grown a pair, if you want to say, since translucent and those people think that I'm a trans anyways. I'm here for people. I'm here to help. I care about people. And I feel bad for the people who want to hate on me because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not. And I don't want anyone else to go anywhere either. Don't get bullied. Seriously. And I'm sorry. Yesterday I felt really bad because I posted some words that I'm not proud of on my community post, but I was upset. And I'm upset that certain people get away with certain things, and it's wrong. It's wrong. Absolutely wrong. And so I refuse to back down. I will not do anything but take threats seriously. And if someone wants to copy my channel, play games like that, I will also sue for, copyright shit. And if you want to lie about me, I will not wait and give chances. I will go to the courthouse tomorrow, and I will sue, and I will take money, because my money should be racking up by now. I've allowed, and this is me, you guys, taking accountability for allowing bullies or certain individuals to actually mess with my livelihood. I should be a much bigger channel right now, but I am who I am, and I wear my heart on my sleeve and on my shoulder. I know that people take that as a bad thing, and that's okay. I'm still me, though, and I know damn good and well I help a lot of people in real life, and the shit that happens to me is ridiculous. So if anyone has a problem, you're welcome. Tonight's the night. You want to talk about it? Come up here. Talk about it. Okay, Michelle, you want to talk? Come on. You want to talk, or are you just going to scream at me like you did 3 years ago? Nothing happened to me? All right. Michelle, you have one chance. You want to come up here and talk, or what? Put your money where your mouth is. Or I'm going to take the money because, see, you are stalking me. You are harassing me. What have I done to you? Michelle, I apologized to you when I didn't even need to. Remember? Oh, no, I think you forget. I don't know where what hole in the wall you've been hiding in, lady. Remember? Like, you've been gone for like ever. How peaceful was life when you were gone? The IDAHO4 community does not welcome you, honey. Okay, then get the fuck out of here. What the fuck am I lying about? Why are you here then? To disrupt my peace as per fucking usual? Don't worry, that's all right. I'm a liar. No, you're a copycat, lady. You don't bother me. You don't fucking bother me one bit. I will carry on. Bye. Why are you here? I just repeat myself and I talk about things that make no sense, and I'm so stupid, right? Right. Why don't you Title 18 Rico 99 fucking whatever me, right? Because I'm stalking you. Why don't you come up here and have a conversation? You go on everybody else's live streams. Why don't you come up here? I'm not godly? Yeah, you would know. I don't have to prove my godliness to you, FYI. Should I call Officer Hart or Officer Streiskooth, or which officer should I call tonight of your police department? Because I know where you're still at. You're still at the same fucking place, lady. And you're just mad because, you know, Google, FBI, all the things. All the things, lady. But that's okay, right, Michelle? Because you didn't brag about certain things. You're just mad about God knows what. You're just mad at me for all the things you're mad at everybody else for. And it's okay. People apparently love drama. So you want to argue? We can argue all night. You're welcome to come up and talk, though, like you do with everybody else. You like to shock people. You like to pop up. You like to pop up in their lives. And then you're like, haha, hey, it's me. Good old Michelle. Everybody knows Michelle. You think I'm going to feel bad about what I'm saying right now? Honey, the issue is her with everyone in this community since November 13th, 2022. For me, it's the entirety of the 2 years I've been a creator. I've had the FBI send cops to my house because of this situation. Okay? But Michelle wants to pretend she's a victim, and then she wants to have everyone say, I play the victim card. Really, Michelle? Nothing happened to me? Get the hell out of here. I knew you'd show up. That's why I went live, because I know you. I don't want to know you. Stay gone. You've been gone. I don't know where the hell you were, but God knows it was somewhere where you were locked up without fingers to type and a computer to be on and a screen to troll behind. Stop it. Yeah, every fucking buddy knows. If you've been around, you know. If you don't know, now you know. And I'm not going to be gangster about it. But if you don't know, now you know. But the thing is that I've grown a lot. I don't get bullied. I knew this woman would show the fuck up. I knew it. I knew it. She used to have me crying. Remember that, Michelle? Remember the first Christmas without my dad? F my dead dad, right? Because I did something to you? No, you did something to you, lady. You screwed your own life, and you hate everyone else who has a life. You don't like me because I had a dad till he died. That I was his everything. And you want to give my mom parenting advice? I'm 40 fucking 1 years old. Your parents are paying for you to stay away from them. Thank you, Doc Terry, and thank you, everybody. I'm trying to pay attention. And I knew this would happen. So I'm pretty much like a psychic. Anyone want a reading? I literally don't deserve what has occurred. I'm the kindest person, and I don't try and talk highly of myself. But when I get the things that have occurred since I've been on YouTube, it's shocking to me. It's shocking. And the fact that I have to literally understand the fact that not only when I was attacked brutally in 2018, and the reason I came to this platform to share my story, which I have yet to do because people like this crazy bitch fucking don't let me. I have a real story, but guess what? I'm just a victim, and I play the race card and the dead dad card. I'm a victim. If I'm so awful, why do you watch me, Michelle, or Tracy, or Tamara Terry, or Translucent, or Costa Miriam calling me the N-word every other 5 seconds, or whoever showed up in the last live? I'm just never supposed to talk back, right? I tried to do the, kill him with kindness, be the bigger person. For what? For what? It doesn't work. And I look like the little girl who backs down. I've been that all my life. All my life. I came to tell my story, and I will tell my story, and I will hope one day it helps one person at best. And Michelle, you have to realize everybody knows your name. And this isn't fucking Cheers, okay? It's not the bar where everyone knows your name and loves you. This has gone on for far too long. Far too long. I knew this would occur. I was ready for it. And I don't have to always be nice to people that are assholes to me. I don't. And I won't be. I know who I am. God knows who I am. And, well, I don't know. Today I woke up and God said, do your thing, girlfriend. Do your thing. Or maybe it was my dad. And he said, God says it's okay too. Because my dad would be furious at how I've allowed myself to be bullied. Way too long. Nobody gets bullied. I stick up for people getting bullied. None of us want you around. I would say go find a different place to hang out, but you can't handle your own self. And I feel for you. But Michelle, I've literally apologized to you. I literally gave you a half-assed chance to be a good person. I felt for you. But you're back, and you're back at it, and I don't have time for it. People tell me I did not know you were back, and you've been back for a while now, from what I hear. I don't care about you. I'm not looking for you. But when I see, after I hear that you're back, and then I see that you're mocking me, you're copying me, you're doing the same crazy, psychotic fucking roller coaster that you're always riding. I hopped off your roller coaster a long time ago, lady, but I will not defend myself. And I'm trying to make it loud and clear. I'm not okay with you doing what you do. And you will not continue to get away with this shit with me, period. Okay? Call me a liar, call me whatever the hell you want. We both know your police department is a block away from where you live. They don't want to deal with you. How many times have they told me that? How many times have they said they wish they could get you, but you're going to get out the next day? Okay? So don't make me have to go to Washington, because I will. I promise you I will. You will not contact me if you want to keep this shit up. No more. Yeah, she's off her meds, obviously. Yeah, my first Christmas without my dad. She's miserable on the holidays, and she hates every holiday, especially Mother's, Father's Day, and Christmas and Thanksgiving. But my first Christmas without my dad, my first Christmas as a creator, because I shared that I lost my dad. F my dad. What did I didn't do shit to her. Nobody does that. Nobody. You don't do that. Yeah, everyone could feel it coming, Frankie. Yep. It's like you can't, I didn't even say her name, because I know the minute I say it, poof, there she is. Thank you, Doc Terry. I appreciate you. I've always loved you. I will always love you. I love all of you guys. And the thing is that Michelle, if she knew how to act right, I love her too. I love her when she's normal, but I don't have to love anybody. You guys don't have to love me. I just try and be who I am. And sometimes I'm a little bit of a mess. I don't have all the money in the world. My technology is not the greatest. I'm not the greatest at making videos and stuff, but my heart's in the right place when it comes to this case. And I've trusted people that I shouldn't trust. I've been let down, but I've also grown and learned so much just being here. And at the end of the day, one thing I've realized is I'm not going to be bullied out of my own channel, my own space. I never ever would have thought that I would be on YouTube this way at all, ever, literally. So when I do this, I try. Tonight's like different, but I try and have things prepared. I try and, you know, make my points known. But I also just want to be, and at the end of the day, I've always been the one going through something because of this shit, if at best. And I see like Jules going through threats from potentially like Steve G. And it's like, what's going on here? Because this community should not be this way. It shouldn't. People, either you like people or you don't, and you don't have to watch them. But this little, you know, I look at other people and I see like people who've been in true crime for like a while. And I'm like, you know, it's kind of weird because we all come in at like the same time. And there's like, you get in with like your clique per se, whenever you end up in that time frame of the same people. And I think about it and I'm like, damn, if it wasn't for Michelle, I don't see why there would ever, well, she's like comes along with sidekick open mind, because she's absolutely a liar and has lied to the community. And I'm going to continue to tell people that because that's the truth. And I have no problem saying it, because you don't lie about people. When this case was still very much like gagged, and Dylan and Bethany were going to very much be witnesses put on the stand, and you're going to lie and say that they talked to you and they told you X, Y, and Z. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And then I think you can't keep up your stories. But also, I'm really creeped out because I don't know if y'all have watched Pov's last video about that killer, the father-son killer situation. Hi, Kiss Me. I enjoy your name. I laugh. I can't say your name fully. I can't. Hi, Kiss Me. I'll call you Kiss Me. Yes, and yes, you were there at Christmas, so thank you. And see, she's gone now because she's still watching, though, by the way, and she's probably recording me and gonna put like a pig head on my body like she did before and make fun of me. So I don't have shame in talking about someone who's done such bullshit to me when I tried to be kind to her. Her issues are not my issues. And I don't know what had to happen for her to go wherever she was. This whole lengthy period of peaceful time. But I have no problem trying to find out. Because as much as she wants to pretend I don't know things, I do. And by the way, while I'm saying this, now that something just popped into my mind, tell me how weird this is, though. Because she lives in Washington, and I'm not doxing her because she's told the world where she lives. But when this first started occurring, way back when, and I first called her police department, get this. This is Washington State, right? You know, next to Idaho. They were like, Idaho what? Idaho, huh? I was like, the IDAHO4. They acted like they had no effing clue what I was talking about. I was like, that's weird. Hence, some of this stuff makes me question what actually is going on. And I don't know the purpose of things. And I was going to get deep into my research about 3-letter agencies that have been notorious for, you know, brainwashing people and things of that sort. But then I couldn't even get my mouth open to talk before homegirl was up in my chat. So I offered her to come up here. She thinks I'm watching her. I'm not. People tell me she's around, and then I know it. Then I see it. And then it's like, I'm going to defend myself. I haven't done shit to her. I wish her well. Bye, bye, bye. I wish I could get Justin freaking Timberlake over here. Bye, bye, bye. Adios. Don't be mad at me. When you brag about, this woman's bragged about her shoe collection, her Vans shoe collection. Then, as of more recent, before she went away, my guess with a straitjacket because she couldn't get the internet and type away. She went away for a while. But before that, she was bragging about her knife collection. Imagine that. And then about drinking all the time, but God forbid I drink because I don't know who the hell said anything about drinking, but I'm drunk because I guess because I'm black and I'm a little loud because her friends like to use the N-word. I know I'm loud. I know I talk a lot. And my mom will tell me to calm down because I do get excited whether I'm pissed or happy. I do get overly excited and I do get loud, but that's me. And if people didn't piss me off, I wouldn't have to get loud angrily. But, you know, it's pretty sad when I have to tell people in my real life who the hell people are on the internet to look out for because I don't know who people are. And we live in a time where God knows what people will do. I don't really date because I don't want to be found in any worse situation than I was already in when what happened to me happened to me. And I love how people think they get to say anything about me. I haven't even told my whole story. But letting you guys know, I refuse to turn 41 years old because that year flew by. And I'm not going to get bullied out of doing my goals. So anyone who wants to hear my story, it'll be there. It truly may just be members only at first because of this shit, which I don't like having to do that. Honey, I can't block. Do you want to know what Google and YouTube need to allow people to really, truly block people? You cannot block people. Trust me. And this many years, Michelle comes back, if she really wants to, 39,000 times with different names. Most people will attest to that, sadly. Yeah, I don't know where Thomas is at. I can't. If I'm missing something, let me know, Brooke. But thank you, girl. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to catch like the top things that I see. But I appreciate you, Brooke, so much. Michelle can come up here and talk her shit if she wants to. I find it funny though, because she likes to go up on other people's panels and shock them. Like, oh, hey, it's me, Michelle. And then they're like, oh. I gave her an opportunity. If she wants to talk about shit, talk about it. Talk about it, be about it. Don't play games in my chat though. She knew, she was waiting for me to go live. Didn't ruin my night. Cheers to you, Michelle. Funny thing is, I will never, ever, ever let the people like that ruin shit for me. Ever. And I hope nobody else does either. And I'm only doing this, you guys, because I think there's a lot of people coming to this Bryan Kohberger IDAHO4 case right now that don't know the truth of some things, like Michelle. And it would be very wrong of me not to warn people, I guess, because it's like a hell you can't ever get out of. But you have to choose not to let it get to you. And I do that. I was so happy, peaceful, everything fine. I'm still happy, peaceful, everything fine. Gotta look out for the other people who don't have a clue what they might get themselves mixed up in. She don't have receipts, you're right. Thank you. Thank you, Kiss Me. And I truly, you guys, let me make it clear. When I share my story, which is this week coming. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brooke. When I share my story, I'm not here. The last thing I want is to be a victim. I don't like the word victim. I don't like the word survivor. I'm not here to get pity. I'm here to use my voice because it not only, in my opinion, will help me move on, because a lot of what happened to me does entail law enforcement not believing me. A lot of it ties into things that people all over this country can relate to, but it also is my story and it's changed my life. And it's why I came to YouTube, and I don't know why anyone thinks that they have some right to say what the hell my story is or isn't when they don't have a clue who the fuck I am. And for all the things I've endured, I am still pretty good of a person. And so I refuse to let Michelle bully me and make fun of me or copy me and mock me. Not one more day. She's had enough chances. I will sue her because she's paid by her family to stay the hell out of their lives. How's she driving around in a Beamer? Who knows? She don't work. She wants to fuck with me. Okay. I gave her a chance. Come up, talk, argue with me. What did I do to you? Nothing. She's mad at herself. I'm different than that. I don't have to be mad at myself because what happened to me is not my fault. And I think when people struggle in life and bad things happen, it's very easy to come across in your own mind as it is your fault. Michelle, it's either her fault or it's a very big mental issue. Not my issue, though. Me, the things that have occurred, I had no power over. The only power I have over anything is the outcome of what's happened to me. And I am very sorry if I've ever come across as pity me. I'm a victim. I hate that. But I think that anyone who wants to talk shit about me has not walked up a fucking step in my shoes. And I'm not going to have someone bully me because they hate me because they don't have my life. My life is not, it's not been easy. I could give you, I should have written 10 books by now. I'm a writer, I'm a journalist. And I really don't care if Michelle believes that, because I believe it. And people that I have trusted in this community have seen my writing in my local newspaper. They've seen it. I don't have to prove myself. Michelle says, what are your credentials? Show your credentials. To who and why? I'm not asking people to believe me. I'm just here talking, telling y'all what I want to tell you, just like every other creator out here. And I refuse to be, like I almost was, forced out of my own space. Because if I let that happen, Michelle thinks she wins, and then she can go do it again to some other person, as if she's not tried hard enough with multiple people. And shout out to Lana, because God knows I don't know what Lana did, but for Lana, that Michelle was and is obsessed with, we wouldn't be here today. So Lana's got something going on. She's banging, obviously, in Michelle's mind, because Lana is the ultimate, I don't even know the word for it. And that's sad. I always have words. But Lana has much more willpower than I, and keeps her shit together and does not give Michelle the time of day. I strive to be like Lana in that way. I truly do. One day I will be. But thank you. I love you guys. Yeah, I think everybody, I appreciate that so much, Teresa. I really do. And I'm here just to tell people you don't have to stay quiet. You don't have to be bullied into silence. You don't have to fall into whatever category some bully put you in. No. No. My dad would be fucking pissed at me if he knew I was getting bullied, he'd be pissed. And yeah, girl, Brooke, yeah, Michelle, anyone who hears Michelle, they already know. They already know. And hi, Big Mike. I don't think I said hi, Big Mike. Sorry. And I love you, Doc Terry. I love all of you. None of it's okay. And, I decided tonight I was not going to stand silent. I was not going to sit here and be bothered either, because when I'm silent, I'm bothered. I don't have to be bothered. No one should be at all. My channel, I can talk about what I want. If Michelle doesn't like it, Michelle has her own channel and she could hope people show up for her. She's just a little pissed though, because that's not what happens. Yes, Frankie, I appreciate you. Don't you drive a Hellcat? I don't drive a Hellcat. I wish. Girl. Hellcat. Funny. Hellcat. I firmly believe a Hellcat's tied to IDAHO4. And I'm not tied to it. At all. Except for, figuring out family tree shit. I love you guys. Sorry, I haven't been posting everybody to everybody, but you guys can see each other's comments. So I appreciate you guys being very kind to one another, because that's what it's about. And honestly, I'm happy with my little channel that I have, because I know most of the people here are real ass people. That's all. anyone could ask for. And when I try and put things together, I do it because there's a purpose and an intent. And I seriously don't have a clue why God put me here doing YouTube, but literally you can ask, I don't know, Thomas would know. I used to skip school, you guys. I would be straight A student. I would skip school because I didn't want to do a presentation in front of the class because I was shy. I was a cheerleader. Still don't know how I was a cheerleader, but I was in high school. I was hated on by lots of people, bullied in high school. And to this day, I don't get why. But I haven't changed who I am, and I'm not going to. And I don't think anyone should. And I think we are living in times where I don't have kids, you guys, but maybe you guys have kids. Maybe you have grandkids. I didn't always come home and say like I was being bullied, because what good would that do? I never did, actually, until I came home and said I'm never going back to school again. And that was the beginning of my junior year of high school. I said never going back, and I meant it. And so I don't have kids. I'm probably happy about that at this point. Like, that's a point of contention with me and myself, but it's not my choice. Because if it was my choice, life would be different. But y'all have kids or grandbabies or nieces or nephews. Kids don't tell what's happening to them. And we're living in scary times. And I'm not saying this to scare people. I'm just saying sometimes it's like hard to get out what's actually happening with the kid. And some of us, I was a good kid of hiding what was happening until I wasn't. But it's scary out there, and I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just saying, like, be very communicative with kids and your life. And I don't know. Kids are bad these days. Like, there's good kids and then there's the bad kids. And having them mixed together is like Michelle and me in a chat room, but real life. And these are me and her, adults. And that's sad to me. It's really sad to me that we are living where racism still exists and kids are still bullied, and you got to be perfect to be cool. Michelle hates me because I'm a good person. I guarantee that. I'm not the coolest. I'm not the richest. I'm not the anythingest. I'm just me. But I'm kind, and I try to also be kind to her. Literally, the woman hates me because I showed up in Open Mind Perspective's first live ever. Didn't know her. I was one of me and Liz, who's my friend to this day. Me and her both were in Open Mind Perspective's first ever live stream, and Michelle was going off. I was defending Michelle and her psychosis that I had witnessed every week. Oh, it's a roller coaster. She goes up and then she goes down. It's like you're rubbernecking because you can't not watch the catastrophe ahead. But I was defending this woman because I thought people were truly bullying her. Literally. And I got attacked for defending her by her. So, here I am still being a nice person. And I don't know why sometimes, but it's because I don't have to believe that one bad apple ruins everything for everybody. And I'm frustrated, you guys, and I'm sorry. I am just venting. I'm pissed. I'm frustrated. I should be a bigger channel, but my heart and my feelings, because I am who I am, I let this person get to me. That's why I'm live tonight, because I was not going to change my mind and allow it yet again. And I love our channels too. Everybody. And I love that people really care. That's like, there are good humans. Y'all are good humans. We have to remember that people are good. And we can't just take the bad. Otherwise, we're all screwed. And we have to really take it, because some things are changing and this life is getting a little hard for some people. I literally, to be, speaking of my dad, I've kept a lot of his clothes and some of his shoes, and I wear him every day on, let me make this thing go away. I wear him every day in this bullet, but I keep his clothes, and I have a hard time wanting to part with them. But there's this homeless man that I see, and he has like the same clothes. So today I came home after running to Starbucks with my mom, and I came home and I opened some of my dad's clothes, and I said, man, it's hot as F here in California, by the way. And he has like boots, heavy, and like hot looking clothes. So I came home and I worked on it. I pulled out a pair of shorts. A lot of the things I'm not sure. My dad was a pretty like smaller when he like passed away. He was big and buff at one point, but to me that's forward progress because I want to help people, and I know my dad would want me to give whatever I could to anybody in need, because my dad would have done that for anybody while he was alive. And I just don't know. I don't know why. Like, it blows my mind that I'm hated so much. I want to help any way, any place that I can. I want to help. I just had my name finally back in the paper. I can't even share the good things that I do with you guys because I can't say where I live because of the shit I've dealt with already. I have some psychos after me because of open mind perspectives that are porn people that say they know me and that they claim they sent me a check. Well, the check was fake. Creepers. Old ass creepers. But that's what you get with these people. So I can't show you guys what I thought I could when I came here. I was so happy to see my name back in the news. I haven't written a lot, but it was about a dog and a homeless man. And I was very proud of myself last week. And I don't care if that sounds like whatever it might to anybody, because it takes a lot to come back from grief. And it wasn't just my dad dying. It was the shit that happened before. And then my dad dying and not knowing whatever happened to me. Because my dad, unlike Steve G, my dad would just go rip apart everything and everyone until he got to the bottom of who harmed me. He wouldn't take it to the media and pretend and play games. My dad did not know what happened to me because he'd be in prison. And then I wonder, maybe he'd be in prison and maybe he wouldn't have died the way, who knows? But I love how people pretend to know me, and they know, like she said earlier when she showed up, I'm lying. What the hell am I lying about? Everything does happen for a reason, Doc Terry. And honestly, as hard as losing my dad was, the way, he was in the hospital. He went to 2 hospitals in the middle of the night, and I had no clue until the next morning when I arrived an hour away from me at the hospital. He was not coherent. He never was. Never ever got to say goodbye, like while he was awake. But in a sense, I believe that that's exactly what he wanted and how God wanted it. Because I'm an only child. Me and my parents are separated, but my mom and him stayed close forever. And had he been awake and then died, or we knew he was gonna die, it would have been the most painful thing to have the 3 of us knowing he would die together. Like, he wouldn't want to see that. That would be horrible for him. I wouldn't want him to know that we know. We just have this weird special bond in my family. And as much as I hate that I didn't get that, I'm grateful. And I'm more grateful that I was arguing with him. And it was right after Father's Day in 2022 that I almost didn't see him for Father's Day. But I did. And it was just days later that he was in the hospital and never woke up. And I'm so grateful God said, wake up, you're going to your dad's. Because I would not be here today talking to you guys. I know that. So, I love haters. I'm a real person. And I think that everybody I'm just not putting up with Michelle's shit ever again. Because I was blessed with parents that love me and I love them. And if I'm hated for being me, fine. Yeah, Dog Terry, it is. You know, one of the strangest but most comforting things about my dad's death is that my dad used to work for the cemetery. He was like the foreman. And he was just, my dad had a really rough upbringing. And so digging graves and stuff and picking up dead people, like he was always that was not his job. His job was like the foreman of the landscaping and the whole cemetery outdoors. But they would call my dad in the middle of the night because they knew he would show up to go pick up a body and help people. And it never really seemed, not to me anyways, and not to my mom. It just didn't bother him like you would think. And I got to come back to the cremation thing because he was cremated. But when he died, they were very kind to us. And my dad is from Virginia. And so he wanted to, and it's weird, we talked about this right before he passed away, actually, oddly. And he was like, I just want to be flown home. And I was like, Daddy, you know how much it costs to fly a body to Virginia? And I was like, he was like, okay. And he jokingly was like, fine, baby, just do whatever you want to do with me. And I was like, well, what the F? And he was like, no, it's fine. Just do whatever you want with me. And then like 2 months later, he's gone and I can't fly him to Virginia. But I hated to cremate him because he also helped with cremation processes at where he worked. They were kind to us. And I'll get back to the purpose of why I'm even saying this. And it's a good ending of what happened. But it was hard for me because I knew he knew what cremation was. And I couldn't afford to do what he needed. And I didn't want to bury him here because I don't want to be here forever, maybe. But I cremated him and I went and I don't know if you guys ever watched when I had like everything on the wall behind me is sports stuff. There's a Kobe Bryant picture of Kobe and his daughter Gianna, which Kobe Bryant's actually birthday would be tomorrow. So would my dog prior to this. My dog also actually had the same day of death as Kobe Bryant, which is weird. My dog Missy, who's actually Little's, she came back. Anyways, sidetrack. But I had him cremated in a shirt that looked just like the picture on my wall of Kobe and his daughter, and the basketball hoop is a halo on their heads. And I did get to send part of my dad back home to Virginia like he wanted, and it was beautiful. They had a ceremony for him, and he has a headstone there, and he's with his family. And I'm very hopeful to get to go there very soon because I'm working on another case of a prisoner in Virginia who's dying in prison. So that's that. But my point of saying any of this was, I know that there's got to be a life outside of this, because when my dad died at the funeral home, when I went to see him with my mom, I took my dog. Didn't know how that would work, but my dog goes everywhere with me, unless she stays with my mom as a babysitter. And I have a picture of this, and I wear her, like I have a front backpack carrier for littles when we go to like stores or wherever. I have seen a dead body, but I guess I just never saw someone like my father dead. Hi, Virgil Green. Good to see you. My dog really clarified it for me, and seeing, because she loved my dad. She'd go berserk 2 blocks away from his house. She saw him, she looked, she knew, and he looked much more peaceful than he did in the hospital. But when Littles looked at my dad and she didn't like jump on him, or, we almost look the same. Like, we're kind of in the photo. I told my mom, my aunt from Virginia wanted a photo, and that might sound weird, but she couldn't be here. And and so the photo shows me and my dog. We almost look like twins looking at my dad, and she's just calm as could be. And I really realized we are living in just a shell of our body is a shell. And he looked much better than he did in the hospital. And I don't know why I'm even sharing that, but that's just what's on my heart. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't feel like I have to explain myself of why I care so much about my dead dad or anything like that. I don't know. The whole thing with YouTube has just become so weird that I don't understand. And I'm not trying to explain myself, but I'm just telling y'all why I'm here. And maybe it's crazy, maybe it's good, I don't know, but I sure the hell know it's not anything that I should be literally bullied for. And so what? Maybe it sounds stupid. Cool. Nobody asked psychopaths to listen to me. But sometimes I feel like maybe if I heard people talking about things that I relate to, it's helpful, even if it sounds crazy. Sometimes we have crazy moments in life that nobody else gets, and that feels like a lonely place. But good to see you. And hi, Steven. Good to see you too. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I want to be, Virgil, because I'm an only child. I'm not married, and I have ashes of my dad, ashes of my dog. I truly just hope that if the world's ending soon, God takes me, my mom, and my dog all together at the same time, because otherwise, I don't know who's going to take care of all the things I have left with me. But I love you too, Doc Terry. Thank you so much. You gotta fly. You gotta fly. Anyone who's scared to fly, fly. I'm scared to fly these days, actually, but I'm working on getting somebody out of prison, and I have also my Oklahoma Innocence Project kid who I'm very happy to have seen today that the progress in his case is moving along, and I might have to fly to Oklahoma. I used to love flying a couple years back, but life happens, and planes are having issues too often than they ever were before. And so I don't know, but I think that there's a good likelihood I'm going to be traveling sooner than later, and I just pray they fix the planes. And thank you, Brooke. I love you too, girl, and I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I just really didn't. I had a whole different plan of what I was talking about tonight, but homegirl decided to show up and, you know, change that up a little. But at the end of the day, I feel like some of what I said had to be let out, and I have nothing that I feel like I shouldn't be able to say on my own channel. And if people want to be crazy, then they have to realize that I'm going to call them on their crazy. I've allowed it to go on for way too long. And for what? You know, had she not done nothing, said nothing, had my nothing about me, I wouldn't be talking about her. But she can't go away and come back and just start over like she's going to be on the attack just because nobody else will allow her in their little realm of true crime. She needs to find a different niche, but I don't wish that upon anyone. She needs to figure herself out and be kind to other people. And if she was, they'd be kind back. I tried. I legit tried. I tried to understand. I tried to make excuses for some of the things that have occurred. I can't, though. And in my personal opinion, if someone can't get over the IDAHO4 situation and case and continuously comes back to hate on, threaten, belittle, harass, stalk, etc., then we've got a problem. And at some point, like I've told the police, at what point does it make sense to do something about this? Because this is just the tip of the iceberg that y'all have seen. And she's mad because I told Ann Taylor that I think she should be looked at. I still stand firmly behind my statement to Ann Taylor many moons ago. Oh, and Brooke, did you say tonight's something special? Oh, is it the full moon? I can't look at my calendar, but oh my gosh, you said something about something, Brooke. And thank you. I know I don't want to have to explain, but I do, because I want people to understand. Like, if I'm like last night, I was having a very hard day. I was very emotional, saying bye to my best friend, and I was upset. And I don't want to be that way, but I do feel like I owe some sort of explanation to people that follow me, because I don't want to just look like I'm psychotic and that I'm just like happy and then not. But it's been a minute since I've had these feelings, and I woke up today feeling really shitty, actually. And I said, no, not allowed. It's not allowed. I'm not letting someone else control my life, my well-being. I don't have to be upset because I did nothing. I stood up for myself, and I always will, as we all should. It's draining. I didn't want to get out of bed. And I wake up at like 6:30, 7 at the latest, every single day. And today I forced myself just to get out of bed. Luckily, I have this kid over here, because the minute I move, she's like, oh, mommy's awake. Let's go. Let's get the things we eat in the morning. I can't say the word because she'll get the idea that it's that time. But yeah. And I agree, Doc Terry. I'm just worried. Like, I worry about, like, my mom is probably going to go see my grandma soon. And I'm like, what if they have to make one of those landings where, like, they got to put the, like the blow up thing, the slide I'm like, Mom, how would you do that without me? And then I'm like, how would I do that with my dog and my luggage? And trust me, I take the most luggage allowed. Plus my dog. I've never flown with her, but I'd be like pushing my mom down a slide, and I want to go see my grandma. She's turning 95, but like, I'm just like, oh my gosh. But then I'm worried about my mom. How is she going to go down the slide? But we don't have to worry about the slide. We don't have to worry about the slide, you know? We don't. No slides, no everything. Smooth sailing, smooth flying, smooth everything. I love flying. I really do. I miss flying. I miss traveling. You guys, I managed a motivational speaker. This is in between the things bad and like my dog dying, and then before bad other things happen. But it was so fun traveling, and like, gosh, it was just fun. It was fun to be young again. I was almost on the Bachelor, but my hotel people thought I was the Bachelorette. It was fun. And I got to hold a dog, you guys. I was flying from here to Arizona, and right after my dog had passed away, I see this chow puppy in the airport, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm just at the like restaurant drinking a drink on my laptop, waiting for my flight. I see this man with this puppy, and he was a big chow puppy. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, I get on my plane. It was Southwest, so you can sit wherever. And I am always very much early, so I can sit close to the front, whatever, pick my seat. This man and his puppy were in the front row of the Southwest flight, of my flight. So I got to hold this dog the whole time, and it just melted my heart. And he was so big, so fluffy, and he was so well behaved. And he was brought from Germany to be a support dog, or a very special type of dog, going to Arizona. And the man, his wife met them in Arizona. I met her, and she was like a specialist in something. I was just obsessed with the dog though. And I thought, how special is that God allowed me to hold a dog right after mine had passed. And I was doing big girl things, traveling all by myself and doing big girl work things. It was just amazing. And so that's why I'm here, you guys, because honestly, I don't know. God put me here, I guess, because I never would be here. I'm not this person. I don't like attention, but I care about people, and I care about what happens to people and animals too. I just think that whoever hates me has got me all wrong. That's all I can say. You got me all wrong. 100% all wrong. And those of you who see me, thank you for seeing me and who I am, because I'm not trying to be anybody or impress anybody. I'm just being me. And just to be honest, it's a lot for me to put my face up here, do this. I never would have ever imagined I'd do this. But I'm proud, and I will always do this, because we all have a voice, and we all truly have a story, but we all have connections we can make. And people, how hard, it's easy to support people and be kind. It really is. The hate is what I don't understand. And I'm sorry that I've got on my soapbox, you guys. But I had to. And I'm very certain I had to, because of exactly what happened at the beginning of this chat. And Brooke says, I was so scared after Pov's live yesterday. He dropped it in our members. Then I realized pretty much we went backyard grounds. Oh, are you talking about the guy and the father, the horse guy that the members got before he put it to people, the real other people like me? If you're talking about that girl, I tripped and I left him like 5 comments about that whole situation, because that creeped me out. She did. I can. Because she has no shame in her game. She was waiting, I knew she would be. That's why I never would post when I'd go live, because I was already assuming I would be attacked. But today I was prepared, and that's okay. I mean, if you can't beat them, actually, now that I say that, and I don't know what I was even meaning by that, but even her own police department, Washington, Longview, Washington Police Department, one of the officers long ago said, if you can't beat them, join them. Because they realize there's a there's a problem. You cannot arrest someone, even though they know her very well. You can't get her. So if you can't beat her, join her. She can't talk about me and think I'm not going to talk about her. But it tripped me out when they didn't know what the IDAHO4 was. Let me tell you about, I mean, that tripped me out completely. And Pav's thing about the, what's his name? Like the dad's RC Horsch. He looks just like someone I see at Linda Lane with that goatee, the mustache. Creeped me out. And I wrote it. And Pav probably was like, this girl's psycho. But I kept commenting because I can't wait till the end of any video. And then I was watching later and I was like, oh my gosh, it's creepy. And then I'm like, well, where was this man? Because he just died. Where was he in 2022? Because I don't know if you saw my comments. Whoever 1122 King Road Clue is, he was 40 years old at the time of 2022 when the murders occurred. His father was dying, he told me, of cancer or a disease. Same as this guy, same as Daddy-O with the goatee and the weird eye. And the killer situation. And he was the photographer. And he was the one who told me that this whole thing was videotaped. Like, and I literally freaked out yesterday night. I was like, and I know, like, everyone in my life thinks that I correlate everything to Idaho. So I really know it sounds crazy, but make that make sense. And like the way that these people were unalived, killed, whatever, it's weird. Not to mention the guy, the daddy with the weird eye and the goatee type thing. He looks a lot like one of the guys that open my perspectives. There's, because I have no clue why anyone would be talking about me that doesn't know me to a man that does that kind of industry, claiming that they sent me a check. The check I received was fake. Like, I hope to God that that's just nonsense based on open mind perspectives, lying and wanting to be relevant at that point. Never has she answered to the question, though. Never has she said why she would say these people know me, why she was talking about me. That's creepy. Creepy as can be. So, I don't know. I guess people who ever question why I lose my shit sometimes, I guess that's why. Because I don't know what to think. Ever. At the end of the day, I'd rather speak it out loud, because I'm not trying to make people in my real life like very concerned, because maybe it's not anything. But at least y'all know about it. So if I go missing, then y'all can talk about it and say, hey, where's Elle? She hasn't been around for a minute. How sad, though. In my opinion, it's sad. Nobody should have to even think that that way. But, you know, hopefully all the people that I think are really on the good side of things in this case will come to my rescue. But you guys, I'm really grateful. I'm very sorry I had to like unload on you guys, but it's not a joke to bully people. And if you don't talk about it, it's going to continue. As much as I'd like to ignore it and do what everybody says to do, it doesn't help. I've tried. So if you call it out, everybody knows. I'm not asking for it. I'm not going to communicate with her. I gave her the chance to come up here. She didn't want to. I don't know if anybody else wants to come up here. I'd be happy to talk about anything with anybody. Truly. I'd rather talk with people who don't want to argue with me or yell at me, but, you know, I like to argue. Should have been a lawyer, but I appreciate you guys. And at the end of the day, all we are here for, most of us, is truth and justice. And it's okay if people want to act crazy sometimes, you know, but calling it out's the best bet. And I truly do also hope that it is not Steve G that's been threatening Jules. That's psycho. That's crazy. And I also will say I've not looked to see, but I can guess I am probably on the shit list of boobs on the ground after my last live calling people out for things. But I don't get why people want to just hate people. Like Viviana's whole channel, for fuck's sake, it's just to hate people. Yeah, girl. 3 or 4 days most I'm checking in. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Someone's watching everybody with a mouth. And I'm a small channel, but I have no clue who it was that came into my last live. I don't think it was Michelle. And that's a little weird because they definitely didn't know how to spell proper. And I know for a fact I did communicate with somebody with the G family long ago and told them what I thought, what I knew about the Upmores and the DNA. And I don't know. But also, I did not show you guys this. I think I thought about it I don't know if I saw it at my last live. Oh, I did, but I wasn't going to show it because it's Facebook. It was about the Murphy thing. Hi, Adrian Moore. Your breath of fresh air. Remember, I will take you. Oh, Texas. We're in Texas. Thank you so much. That's so kind. I appreciate your... Thank you. I do appreciate that. I enjoy Texas very much. I do. Not sure. I don't know, but we might have to argue over politics, but we shall see. I'd love to see Texas again, but thank you. Now you made me forget what I was gonna say. Shucks. I really appreciate that. Brooke, someone's watching all of us though. And okay, I will say what I was about to say earlier. I don't know what I want people to think when I say things like PSYOP or social experiment. Because as much as like my own mom is like tired of me ever saying the word Idaho, when I do, and I say things, she's like, so are you telling me they're not dead? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm telling you. But some of the things that I've been researching, and part of what I wanted to talk about, and I will either talk about it tomorrow or I'll make a video. Probably video's better because of the words I can't say live, especially 3-letter agencies. it makes sense to me, but it doesn't. Like, what's the point? But what was ever the point of things that happen, like any operation that dates back to who knows when? What's the point of manipulating people's minds? That type of stuff. That's the part I don't understand. But I do believe there's some kind of master manipulation, and I really hope Steve is part of it at the end of the day, because then he at least has some kind of excuse. But for Jules to have traced back, like, or whoever she got to trace back the threats she was getting to Steve, that's really wild. And why? Like, how does Steve think that's okay? Not to mention his threats to Brian Koberger and statements of, well, if that's him, the things he said about shot up, like, the person, the body of the person being Brian. How sick is that? And I just have a question. Where was little Steve G that night and that morning? Because he went to school there also. They never mentioned that. And I'm still just curious why Hunter Chapin's vehicle was there. Nobody wants to answer real questions. And all these mainstream morons and their experts that they pay, like Joe Scott Morgan, to name one of many, why do they all agree? It's like they've all taken some oath to the devil to lie. Because Brian's their guy. I'm not about that. That's a lie. Everybody knows it wasn't Brian's car, ever. But it was Brian's car, and anything, ask AI. AI will tell you all day, every day. I cuss out AI, and I've learned to manipulate AI to give me answers that aren't bullshit, because it's all bullshit. But why is that? So we're supposed to all use AI now, and oh, it's so great. How is it great, though, if it's just what the people in charge, I'm trying not to use certain words, people in charge tell it to say what it says. And it only goes by certain protocol as to how it answers. Because if it didn't, it would give much more distinct answers. It's like Ashley Banfield responding, who doesn't read documents and just spews out nonsense because that's what she's paid to do. Or Brian Enton, or Steve G, or Cy Ray. I mean, who knows? Yeah, Brian Enton is like wild. They're hot messes. I'm like, wow, how much do you guys get paid? How do you sleep at night, though? It's like, I don't know. Might as well hire JLR to go do their jobs, because he's a hot mess, too. I love Doc Terry. Thank you. I appreciate you guys all. Honestly, God's good, and I'm never going to give up. And I appreciate everybody who shows up, listens to me rant, listens to anything I have to say. I appreciate you guys. This is not like normal for me, but it's becoming normal, and I appreciate this opportunity. Truly, I do, because it's helped me grow as a person. And, you know, you got to get thick skin to be here. And maybe I'm working on that part, but I just think that if I'm still here, hopefully someone who shows up that's new and somehow ends up bullied sticks around. And that's why I tried to help out the channel that I had her on, I think it was 2 lives ago, Pissy Pajamas. I tried to help her because I saw she asked for someone to help her go live, and I did. And for that, I'm hated because of other dramatic, theatrical bullshit reasons. I'm not here to make problems with people. I see somebody asking for help, even if you're having beef with someone I was friends with. I would hope that someone I was friends with in the past would know. They do know. My motives are never to create drama. And I really don't always pay attention to the drama. I just saw someone asking for help. And I also saw that person being heavily bullied by somebody else on behalf of somebody. And that's not okay. I will never be okay with people being bullied. And I don't bully people. I will stand up for myself, stand up for others. And I hope we all do that, especially if you know damn good and well the truth. Right, littles? No bullies. Say no bullies. Yes, yeah, they are. Thank you. Right. And honestly, I don't know what to think about Idaho anymore. But what I do know is if they are, I wish they weren't all dead, right? I wish this was all some kind of shit show, which, okay. I will say one thing about what I was going to say about it. Because my first part of this title was, it's all allegorical. I don't know what it says anymore because I changed it 5 times. But in a sense, allegorical is theatrics. It's all play. It's things that seemingly seem like Idaho. Because how does any of this make sense in reality? It doesn't. So I want to say, I am never trying to say that this is not real. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's not real. But what I know is if it's all real, we got real problems in America. And the way this whole case has been handled should scare every single one of us. Like, to our core, scare us. For God's sake, it could be any one of us, could be our loved one, a child, a friend, a brother, a sister. It could be anybody. And at the end of the day, nobody deserves such an injustice. And what happened in this case is total injustice. If Brian Koberger did this, they haven't followed the law in catching a killer. And they surely have not caught the killer or killers. And I will say, like I said in my last live, I will never believe that we are told the truth about what happened to ethanchapin at all, period. And I think that's horrific. And I hope one day before I leave this world that something I've said is right, because I will always believe that the Upmore cousins, Ben and Reed, are the people leaving at 4:24 a.m. And I believe they're leaving in a Ford F-250 with a, whatever the hell you call it, little stop licking your feet. You don't get no treats if you lick your feet. Okay? Like a double cab. I don't know what it's called. But I firmly believe that's who's leaving at 4:24 a.m. And they're talking through the grub truck on the Twitch thing. And they talk about upright and standing. They're the ones talking about V 66 times. And I will say, I firmly still believe this all ties into the Bible. And let me see if I still have this portion, because this is, also, Gideon was here. So who's Gideon? Which one? There's 3 Gideons that this could be. Dylan has on her arm. Which one? FBI, Gideon Roberts or Gideon who looks just like Brian Koberger. I'm going to try and see if I can pull this up. I wasn't going to do this, but I am. Since Michelle didn't want to come up and keep me busy. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Gideon. Good old Gideon. And I don't know why. Why would... My question is I have a serious problem with this. How come the cops did not ask Dylan, because they didn't interrogate Dylan, this shit on her arm? Y'all see this right here? Let me take this comment off. You see this? Gideon was here, right? Gideon. Okay. But you were sleeping, remember, Dylan? Did Gideon come in your dreams and write this on your arm? Or how come not one investigator, detective, officer, nobody asked what the hell this means? Not one. They also didn't say, why the hell did you not call 911 till you called 911? Make it make sense. But hold on, let me show you. And I'm sure you guys have probably seen the options of Gideon. Yes, thank you, Doc. Yes, Doc Terry. That's what I was getting to, the Bible portion, because this whole case continuously brings me to the Bible. And I hope I have it up here still. Gideon, right here, yep. Oh, right. I was going to make a video. Yep. Okay. Let me try and just share some of this with you guys. Because this kid, there is Gideon Lauda, like Adam, but Gideon. Same last name. Gideon Lauda. And I find it very odd that he looks a lot like Brian Koberger. Hold on, I'm trying to pick. Okay. I'm sure you guys, some of you have seen this, but oh well, we can see it again. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not sharing my screen and it's going to show. Okay. Okay. This guy, Gideon, he looks a lot like Koberger. And sorry, but I was in the process of video making, so it's all like funky, but come on, Mr. Thing. I don't know why it's not showing what I need it to show, but okay, we're going to get to this. This is what I wanted to say anyways about the Bible. Gideon means mighty warrior or hewer, reflecting strength and decisive action. It's a Hebrew name derived from the root, which means to cut down or to hew. To cut down. And I beg anybody, if anybody has free time, and I'll read the rest of this, but I got to make it bigger because my eyeballs are not so good as I thought they used to be. But JLR, I've said this, you guys, so many times. JLR, when they were taking that house down, he read something about the house being torn down. And then he refers to like an email he had in hand. I think it was in hand or on the computer. He's reading as though he's not aware that like he's reading additional wrong attachment to this email he got. Maybe it was intentional. I don't know. But it talks about Russia, Ukraine, and China. And it's tied to that house coming down. And so when I read this about the Bible and ties, like Gideon was the 5th judge of Israel, called by God to deliver the Israelites from Midianite oppression. I don't know the Bible, so don't like quote me and tell me I'm crazy because I don't know all this, but I do find it weird that everything in this case, in my opinion, ties back to the Bible. His story includes tearing down his father's altar to Baal. Do you know who the celebrities like worship? Baal. And performing signs with the fleece to confirm God's guidance. This narrative highlights Gideon as a symbol of divine empowerment and underdog triumph. I've always said that I believed ethanchapin was, as I was told, sacrificed. But I was also told Brian Koberger was also sort of a sacrificial lamb that he knew, just like Ethan allegedly knew, which is hard to believe on both aspects of that. But I was also told exactly what would happen with Brian that's happening. I was told it would happen. I don't know what to make of it. Maybe one of you guys can help me. But a great destroyer, Gideon, one who overcomes obstacles and defeats enemies. Another interpretation is one who has a stump in place of a hand. Is that like a pirate has like a stump with a hook? Oh my gosh. See, this is why I can't. I was also told that on December 15th, when allegedly Brent Kopaka was at the Corner Club with other people, like the Upmore cousins, that it was the Crazy Pirates' last voyage. A stump for a hand. Man. I'm reading your guys' comments. He sure looks like Brian, right? I was stalking that guy's mom earlier. Shoot. But so does this guy, you guys. I've shown you Edward Upmore. That's Reed Upmore's grandpa. And hold on. Melvin Amos Brannon, who was the U of I president at one point in time. Oh my God, this is a new picture. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on, you guys. This is creepy. Okay, so ever since Idaho, I can't explain why, but black cowboy hats creep me out. OMP didn't find nothing in anything. I think she's a liar. She probably, I don't know. But what pisses me off, though, and I think I started to say this earlier, is that they have dogs galore in the G family, and they didn't take Murphy. That bothers me. And someone left a comment when I said that in my last live, and I just saw it right before I went live. But like, that's bothersome to me. They didn't take Murphy, but Christy loves dogs. She has like 4 little ankle biters at her feet every morning, and that's weird to me. But that's another weird oddity. I either believe OMP is a liar, or she actually knows exactly what happened. And that could be very well true, because she's the one who had the picture of the creeper that knows who I am, that's into the other type of industry, who knows shame in my game. If I wouldn't hide it. I wish I had made money. I wish I was young and knew how easy it would be to make money as a young woman. doing whatever, selling your feet pictures for all, I mean, shoot. There's something about the lies that person tells that does not sit well with me, but that's okay. Only God knows, right? Only God knows. Yeah. She's such a lie. And it's sad, and I call it out because I can't not call it out, period. But look, I'm going to show you guys this. We got Edward Upmore, which this guy in the cowboy hat, is it still sharing? Okay. I think it's still, no, it's not. This kid, okay, I don't know if you guys saw what I was looking at or not now, because I don't know what I'm doing, but oopsies. I think you guys, open mind perspectives. Virgil. She's always a victim. She's a victim. And I'm not trying to hate on victims. I never will hate on a true victim, but I know her real name. I know a lot, and I don't put it out there because that's not who I am. I'm just well aware of who comes out and who says what, and it's not for me to handle people. But I do call it out, like I did when she lied about Dylan and Bethany before this case even had a plea deal or I thought of it. When you're going to say you're talking to the witnesses, the two main witnesses, and you're lying, I'm calling you out on it. Because they were gagged, 100%. Any witness in this case was gagged. So, first of all, I know it's a lie. And second of all, I've witnessed firsthand her lying to police about Michelle. Somehow I ended up on the fourth party call, and she lied to the police about Michelle. And Michelle knows it. She knows. She can say we all did it, but I didn't even know I was being called on this call. But when I heard her lie to the police so easily, that was a big, huge red flag for me. And the police know she lied. But my concern is, I don't know. I'm not that person. I won't lie just to make a dime. And I don't know why people are still paying her for her lies. But it's none of my business at the end of the day. People can believe what they want to believe, and like, to me, that's a pity party. Y'all won't have that for me. I'm not here saying, oh my God, I can't afford this and I can't this. And I talked to Dylan and Bethany yesterday and X, Y, and Z, and then pretend you don't know them a week later. All I know is what happens if everything in this case is real. This case is highly tied to cartel people. And I don't know who she is, because she claims to be whoever she claims to be. But danger is my one-word answer. I don't believe her. But when you have people that you send pictures of old creepy men that know me, who shouldn't know me, and you lie about everything, that's weird. And Vegas ties her ties with her real name, if that's her real name. She picked a real bad fake name if it's not her name. But she has very sketchy ties to her real name. She needs a warning label, because people believe her and her sweet little, oh my God, I this and I that. And this is not me. I don't talk shit about people like this, but she's a liar. She's trying to prove things every other day it's a different story. And she's like, oh, but she lied about Chrissy's chaos. Like, Heather called her out on her lies. Because Chrissy's chaos is like, I've never talked to this girl before. And she's like, yeah, Chrissy's chaos gives me everything. Tells me a lot. Oh, and thanks to Pav. Pav is so cool. Yeah, Pav's cool. But, like, quit acting like you talk to Pav every day. I don't know if she does, but I can guarantee she probably doesn't. And she is the same people. And when you are one person and there's 5 of you as one, that's a monster. And she talks about things that are, I mean, first of all, she uses avatars that are not her. I don't care what anyone looks like, but I don't lie about what I look like. Michelle says I'm a fake person. Literally, I don't exist. Sometimes I'm a trans. Sometimes I don't exist. Sometimes I'm like princess of the cocaine world and I live in a pink castle and I'm a wannabe Barbie. I mean, at least I said, hey, at least she gave me the uppity of the up of the drug choices because, I mean, at least she kept it classy for me. I literally cannot handle all the accusations against me when I'm literally the realest I could ever be. But thanks. Pink cocaine in the pink princess castle with my white little dog. Don't fuck with my dog either. My dog is like my everything. My dog is my child, my husband, my life, my family, my everything. We live in a castle, though, together. And we're so happy because we're just, high every day. Hi, Miss Johnny Knapp. You came in at a wonderful time. I'm sure, girl, Brooke, I know. Pav is not like a moron. I could never call Pav a moron anyways. Because he's definitely not a moron. But, yeah. But homegirl loves to throw out names and pretend that she's besties. She used to do that with me. Tell it to Elle. Tell it to Elle. And I'm like, weren't you just like talking about me behind the scenes like the other day? But now you're telling people I said this to you, X, Y, and Z. Like, hello. So I don't know. Part of why I stick around is because I'm like, eventually me being real, me being honest, me being me, and sticking around just being me is going to pay off because people have to eventually get tired of liars, deceivers, manipulators, and y'all have to eventually see right through it. Oh, I'm going to Idaho next time. Every time this year, this girl, open mind, she's like, next year, January, I'll be doing X, Y, and Z. For 4 years now? Okay. All right. Me too. Let's look at this guy, though. We're going to look at Edward Upmore, grandpapa of Reed. And I'm just saying, most people don't have this kind of nose, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And let me see if this is going to show y'all Bethany's. Oh no, that's not Bethany's person. Oh man, I can't look at this shit, you guys. Okay. I can't look at it because it's going to make me go back on my family tree nonsense, and I'm not doing it anymore. I refuse. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Edward Upmore. Here we go. Y'all going to look at this man. And I've showed it before, but in case you have never seen, this is Granddaddy Upmore. And I'm telling you, he's the missing link to the Koberger, Michael Koberger family. He has Brian's messed up nose, and he's from Coulterville. And I'm telling you, this man right here, if I died tomorrow, you guys, you better look into him. I'm telling you, he's the missing link. I would never go to Moscow. Actually, I used to wish. Hi, chillin', by the way. I literally wanted to pretend to be like a college student. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't posted my sorority video. I wanted to pretend because nobody believes how old I am. I would love, but I wouldn't because I'm a little bit too dark. Too dark for Moscow. But someone should do it. Go get the deets. But look, okay, can you guys see this? I don't know. Okay, it's sharing. Oh yeah, share this tab. See this guy in this cowboy hat? I don't know who he is, but his name is Edward Upmore as well. But only thing that caught my attention was the black cowboy hat for this guy. But Edward. This is Reed Upmore's grandpa. And he has ties to Roger Upmore. So Reed Upmore's father is named Roger, by the way. In case nobody knew that, now you know. Papa. However, though, we have to remember that John, not Jack, John Roger with a D and a G, Showalter. Don't know where Jack came from, but he's Roger too. So, hello, the real Italian. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, we're having a random night here. Yeah, Papa Rogers. So who is Big Papa? That's the question. Is it Reed's dad? I wish I knew because the Upmores seemingly like Reed and Ben. Well, my confusion is that Ben and Reed are cousins. Ben's mother looks kind of like Koberger's mom, but they would have to be related on the dad's side. Oh, and then hold on. One more thing I can't not show you guys in case you haven't seen this shit before. This is dates back in time. This is one of the like 1940 something U of I presidents. Melvin Amos Brannon. Doesn't he look like Koberger? I mean, why do we have so many lookalikes to Brian Koberger? And I mean, look, okay, here's his picture. This guy. I mean, look at that nose. I mean, is this a joke or like are we playing now? Like, how does this guy look? How many noses do you see like Brian's? Look. He was born 1865 to 1950. And he was the president from 1914 to 1917. And before that, I believe he was at University of Montana. Wonder what Brian had business in Montana for. Just curious. Someone's got secrets. Someone has secrets and we don't know what they are. Do you know Open Mind Perspectives, the real Italian sleuth? I like your big black hat. Are you talking about Melvin Brannon? Miss Johnny Knapp? Let me see. I don't think so. But Edward Upmore did. Edward Upmore served in the military. Yep. might be where you'd find a knife, right? Like the one Reed had in his, Halloween costume and that front pocket, the K-bar. Wonder if it was the right one instead of the wrong one. Really? Tucson was bad too? I love Arizona, but I love Phoenix. I met a lot of people in Phoenix, but Tucson's where Nancy Guthrie went missing, and I think that that's a weird case in and of itself. Yes, OMP is whoever. This is your confirmation. Yeah. The last guy, I don't think Melvin Amos Brannon was, but I'll double check for you, Miss Johnny Knapp. And we have to remember, I'm telling you guys, Kaylee's family, her mother, the maiden name of Lukens, I read you guys, I called it, well, you guys, some of you, toes, and some called it bedtime story, because I read a story about November 13th with William Lukens and the deaths of people in the Lukens family every November 13th. And again, this is the only case I will ever speak about family members unless they behave in such a way that these people have. I will never typically talk about family members of victims, but they act strange and I will talk about it. And Christy seems like, I feel like we're dealing with cartel members. Boobs on the ground, run with it if you wish. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, Nancy Guthrie trips me out because she just went missing as a woman. Like, I don't know what I think about it. I think that there's people who know, but I also, no F's given and all speculation. Everything here is speculation. I also literally believe JLR could be tied to Nancy because he likes to play games with people and he likes money, literally. And he likes to watch the drama that he adds to drama and then he watches it play out. That's crazy to me. That's like a true psychopath. And he had the audacity to make fun of Brian when he got arrested and said, hope he doesn't drop the soap. Okay, JLR, you've been in federal prison before, bro. Is that why you're so wacky, dude? And see, I only say things like this when people act crazy. Cray. It all, yes, I agree. All of the things happening, just like Charlie Kirk is tied to satanic bloodline, power, money. Charlie Kirk's case, like Tyler Robinson, is very similar to Brian Koberger. They don't have any actual evidence except a wrench and a gun that allegedly have his DNA, but it also has his boyfriend's DNA. But it's okay. Let's forget about that guy. Just like we forget about all the other male DNA in the house. We don't test the hair in Ethan's hand. Make that make sense, please. JLR is way. I watched JLR because I am very much not okay with woman beaters. And I watched him in court with the guy he got into it with, and he had to go to court. He's such a baby. He's a victim, whiny, fake effer. And I do hope he goes to jail for what he did to Magnolia, because I've literally been that girl. And what he did to her is not okay. He shouldn't be able to get away with it. And that poor, I don't want to say that poor woman, that poor girl. Good for her. And I pray for her because she now has real life health issues. To learn so quickly after all the BS JLR put her through that she had breast cancer. Yet, dude's still making shit tons of money every month. People are obsessed, literally obsessed with him. It's disgusting. And I get bullied out of my little tiny baby girl channel, and people still love JLR. That's crazy to me. Nope, I agree. And I'm very proud that Magnolia has at least come out, and she doesn't owe anyone anything. When you go through that, you don't owe anyone anything. She didn't have to come out and tell us, the world, what she's been dealing with aside from JLR, but I'm glad she did. And I wish her nothing but the best. It's very sad to see what occurred, and I pray for anybody in a situation of abuse, or that you think, even verbal abuse. I know it seems like it's hard to get out of, but please get out, because you don't know when your life is at risk no matter what. If you're in a relationship with someone who treats you with disrespect, whoever puts their hands on you in any way, or makes you feel like you are less than them, please get out, because you are much better off by yourself. And do not let any man make you feel less than or like you don't deserve to live. Everybody deserves to live. And JLR deserves his ass to be beat, but hey, that's not my job. God will handle that, or when he goes back to prison, somebody else will, because he likes to joke about other people. And he's lied about a lot of things just to make a dime. And he's not a victim. He's not a little, he is a little baby. Did anyone watch JLR get threatened by the guy in Moscow in front of the house? That crazy cray guy with the truck with the flag, he was about to beat JLR's butt. And JLR all of a sudden so scared. And JLR just makes some really rando friends. And I'm not going to lie, I literally have said in my mind, I'm not sure if JLR is in the guy in the freaking porch guy, Nancy Guthrie, porch guy. JLR used to have like a little hair here. JLR is the exact kind of guy. Yeah, he sued his mom and he sued every other person in America. He sued himself. Legitimately sued himself. And I was under the impression he won Guinness Book of World Records for lawsuits, but I guess that didn't actually happen, but I guess he was in the running. What a thing to be proud of. And his mama still loves him, because that's what mamas do. But I knew something was wrong with JLR when I watched him when Magnolia was in the car and he was chasing the hurricane and they had just gotten that dog. I was like, how is she not just so annoyed with him? Let's chase the bad weather and let's go, put all of our lives in danger. And then he ditched her somewhere and kept chasing the storm. And it's like, wow. And then I realize and I see all the crazy things JLR has done. I will also say he was from Pennsylvania. And also a lot of crazy things and people are coming out of the woodworks from Pennsylvania. And I'm not talking about Koberger. But if Koberger is guilty of anything, it's because it's the people coming out of Pennsylvania. Yeah, everything can take a toll on. Yep. No, you're right. Kindness costs nothing. And if only everyone could just either be kind or stay in their own lane, everyone could be happy. We don't all have to love each other and love what everyone's saying, but I don't really spend time going and showing up at people's lives that I can't stand. I don't go. I don't like to do things I don't like to do. Yeah, JLR is from Pennsylvania. Yep. And so many, like Butler. Who was I reading about earlier? I was just saying this earlier. Half the things that I'm hearing are Pennsylvania. But we should all be racist because it's the black people in the world doing everything wrong. I mean, let's all just be real. I can't stand it. No shit, Sherlock. Ooh, I just love you, Sherlock. Oh no, he did not. No. Write your name all over it and say to hell with him. I got that footage too. No shit, Sherlock. I got it too, but they sent me like half-ass version of it. Literally. Just like they did when I was attacked. The police department that owes me my entire footage of me going to the hospital, me dealing with the cops in my state, I got half of the footage. That's how they do people. Police don't care. Most of them. Some are good people. Many not. Especially if you have a little bit of color in your skin. I've learned that though, because I used to trust everybody. Can't do that. I said Butler. Yeah, Butler, like where Trump allegedly got shot in that ear. I'm not talking politics though. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. I would love to argue with JLR. He's a hot mess and he doesn't know how to argue though. That's the thing. He gets very like fidgety. He can't handle himself at all. His money can't make him a big, strong man. It just can't. And when he goes back to jail for beating Magnolia, maybe he'll understand when he gets out after that. Nobody loves him like he thinks they do. I can't believe he still has so many women, especially women. Can't believe any men follow him to begin with. I cannot believe the people that still follow him. Y'all know how much that guy makes per month? It's beyond insanity. It's crazy. And no wonder he has to do anything he will do to keep up with his money. Because most of us know YouTube pays shit. But JLR makes bank. $18,000, $19,000 a month? That's like insane. I mean, YouTube won't even put my videos out. Like, God forbid they share anything I say. But JLR, the literal woman beater, is making that kind of money. Oh, yeah, I watched him at CrimeCon. Yep, he was insane. He loves it, though. Oh, yeah, I remember when he was chasing the prisoner, the guy who got loose. That was when I actually, like, watched him, and I was like, oh my God, he's crazy. And I'm like, JLR. But then I learned about his psychosis, and when he did, like, he lied about the Sandy Hook being, like, the uncle of the shooter, and then he pretended to be in the drive-thru with, like, a stick figure of the theater shooter with the red hair. He was like, me and my friend. I'm like, dude, you're actually delusional. You and Michelle should hang out together. Just saying. Maybe you can take your stick friends and go live happily ever after. Heck yeah, it's a lot of money. I don't make shit on YouTube even when I try. Cush job, yeah, to lie to everybody. He's a liar. He's a deceiver, and people eat that shit up. And I literally don't even know how to be mean when I want to be. Like, whoever just came in recently, y'all missed the beginning because I couldn't be here for 5 seconds without having my same bully show up and disrupt my whole plans for this live, I tell myself, I should just be a bitch. I should just be a bitch. I don't know how to be that way. Even if I try, I can talk back, I can be that way, but I'm not a bitch. People love drama, so I let her have it. I asked her if she wanted to come live. If anyone wants to talk, come up here. But no, let's just come in and disrupt my live and talk shit to me and then skedaddle, right? People who are whack make bank somehow, some way. Just like the G fam. Somehow, some way, they're making money, but they're not making money. Don't ever say they're making money because they're not making money. I'll be a dragon for sure. I hope I'm a spitfire dragon. Like the new dog robot. What are they called? The fire spitting like dogs. I want to be like that. That's what I want to be. That's what I'm going to dream about being. And I need somebody. I cannot find it. I need somebody to find me the JLR video about the house being torn down. He doesn't realize what he's saying when he's reading an accidental attached email. He did a FOIA. He gets information about the house. Then he's talking and he says China, I believe Russia, and Ukraine. And he's like either purposely doing it or he's not aware of what he's even saying. And he's like, oh, looks like some other shit got attached. And I'm like, okay, I cannot find the video for the life of me. And it's probably not up anymore because he probably got paid to take it down. But I find that very odd that those countries would be tied to that house being torn down. Fire spitting dog. Yeah, it's like a robot. Donald Trump has him at his White House because he doesn't have real dogs because he can't love anything like for real. Sorry, I'm not being political at all. I'm not. Me and Littles were invited to the White House and we might take him up on that offer one day. Dude, JLR's a trip. I would love to talk. See, you guys, I like to talk to people that don't agree with me because eventually maybe we can come to a conclusion. I'm not sure what OMP did last time her channel got taken down. She won't have the same backup she had the last time. Yeah. I can't listen. I can't listen to her because I seriously start talking like I'm crazy to my phone or my computer because she's lying. She thinks maybe she's not lying. That's her own psychosis. But I call her out every time I hear it because it's ridiculous. That's like me saying, I just talked to Brian yesterday. Yeah, he's so excited. He doesn't know why he's in this situation. But yeah, Dylan and Bethany, they're innocent. But, he got framed and yada, yada. Okay. Dude, people tell me my voice is like that. So hold on there, girlfriend. No, I don't sound like her though, do I? I can't with her because it's very much, dude, you guys wouldn't expect and I'm not hating on anybody's looks, but she is not who she portrays herself in those avatars to be. I'd rather be me looking like I look, even though I'm allegedly fake. I'm AI. I'm a trans woman or man. I'm not real half the time. OMP is not, she's all one person, Sherlock. It's one of those moments where you learn something and you're like, no shit, Sherlock. Because she's translucent. Who else did I say she was? It's exhausting. She's translucent. She's Tamara Terry. She's, shit. There was another important. Oh, she's Casa Miriam, 77 or something, calling me the N-word all the time, pretending 1 minute she loves me, 1 minute she hates me. They're all the same. She's even the same person as Get or whatever that she stole her information, but she's her. Psychotic. Like, how do you even keep track of your own freaking lies? And she lies. I've witnessed her lie to the police. Literally a lie. On the phone, I was there, didn't ask to be there. She lied straight up to the cops about Michelle. She's crazy. But she also has men that know me and are clearly, she's happy to tell people that she knows men that know me in the wrong industry that I've never been in, and I would happily say so if I was, especially if I made great money off of it. But why is she talking to me about men about me in Vegas that kind of look like mass murderer killers? She's a nut job. She's allegedly been in the military. She has 2 children. And a twin. I know her real name, so I'm taking a risk because she's very much from Vegas, but she's very much also kind of dangerous if she's really who she claims her real name to be. But I find it very odd that she's from Vegas and she, in my opinion, has stolen someone's identity tied to the coworkers. Yeah, what military? Oh yeah, thank you for saying this about Maddie looking for Murphy, because someone commented this in my comments about my last live. Is it just me, or do you not think like I'm very much a dog mom? If I'm not drunk and my friend Maddie is drunk, visibly drunk, why am I sending Maddie out to take my dog potty? Why would I send my drunk friend out to take her potty? To lose the dog? Or is there a different reason that Maddie would have taken the dog out? Or is that just an all out, flat out lie? Doesn't make sense. Nobody handles my dog if they're drunk. If I'm drunk, which is like never, but nobody drunk is taking my dog outside, especially if I've been feeling like someone's out there in the wilderness watching me. But I kind of find it very odd that all these people, oh, I heard Kaylee thought she had a stalker. You all heard from who? I mean, oh, and that's the shit that pissed me off too, that I just heard before I went live, was OMP saying Murphy's dead. Murphy was killed under the desk. Okay, sure. I have a problem with Kaylee's family not taking Murphy, but having 50 other dogs and getting a new puppy, and letting Jack, who did not want the dog, take the dog, and then Jack's aunt's the one with the dog. I have a problem with that. Why wouldn't you take the dog if you love dogs, Christy? But yeah, OMP says that Murphy was killed. That's not Murphy we see, allegedly. Did she? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, my dog is never even alone unless it's my mom babysitting my dog. Otherwise, she's with me and goes with me. And if she can't come, I don't come. And if you can't handle my dog and her aggressive behavior, because my dog is a multi-poo, but she is a definite, very aggressive dog if you get near me. And that's okay. I love her for it. My dad left me a protective little pooch. But nobody drunk's taking my dog out, especially if I'm the soberer one. Soberer. Nobody's taking my dog anywhere. And Bethany and Dylan I don't know. Y'all give Bethany a lot of slack. I definitely think that they're both involved. Baby daddy, right? And Vampire Diaries, don't forget. For the girls who have very much vampire teeth, and they're not Halloween teeth either. I think these people grew up in cults and nobody's paying attention to that. And I don't know. I've watched over and over lately the footage of Kaylee and Maddie at the corner club, trying to understand like what could have been wrong, who was watching them. And it's just weird to me. I have a different perspective of Kaylee, kind of, which I always questioned and I never really said out loud. Like, did Kaylee know something was supposed to happen? Because she kind of seems like she overpowers or like controls Maddie. And it weirds me out the way that Kaylee's family talks about Maddie. Almost like she's more important than Kaylee sometimes. Like they say Maddie before Kaylee. It's like, did you switch them at like what's going on? If I was Maddie's family, I would be bothered. Like, quit talking about my kid like she was yours and like I was never in her life. Unless I was never in her life. And then we have Samantha, the estranged daughter. It just, none of it makes sense. But they are the perfect family. I wish I could be in Olivia, not the sister, but the one who just married into the family. I wish I could be like a spy in her life for 5 seconds to know what the hell these people are really like. Hey girl, Pissy Pajamas, thanks. Nice to see you. Yeah, Maddie is the only child, just like me. And I swear to God, you guys, Mogen talking about Maddie. I watch him still to this day occasionally because it's the way my dad talked about me. And I do it just knowing it's going to make me cry. But it's like a love that he has that is special. And I think that like it's almost like a jab to him of what Steve does. She still had a mom and she had a stepdad that raised her from childhood. But they act like Maddie was their kid. I don't know why. Yeah. Hey girl, I'm okay. I had a rough start to this live stream tonight because of a hater, but I'm good. Thank you. I hope you're doing good too. And everybody, you guys, anyone, Pissy Pajamas, I'm not, gosh, I'm gonna have to go through everybody who has a channel, put your channel name, even if it's not gonna come up. Follow Pissy Pajamas, follow No Shit Sherlock. Everything happens in Idaho. I don't know who has channels, and so if I'm missing you guys, just put your name, because some of you guys I've just seen your name for like the first or second time in here. And just go show love to everybody because that's what we're here for. Most of us, anyways. Some of us are just here to hate on people and be mean. My big baby, 175. Oh, exactly. My baby's like right here. Bubba, what do you want? This is my big baby. All of her. You want to say hi? I know, Bubba. What is it, Mama? My dog is like obsessed with kissing me. So much so, I swear, you guys, it's like kind of like scaring me. It's like, who raised her from Idaho? It's like incestual. Stop. It's incest, and we're not in Idaho. We're not born to the Chapins. I love you guys. Thank you, girl. Just follow the peeps. I don't know why it's not even letting you make it a link because you're freaking something with this freaking YouTube shit. Doesn't ever allow anything proper to happen on my channel. You sleepy? No one's ever gonna make out with me except my dog, but that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, you guys. Oh, go follow Pissy Pajamas. She's related to Murph. Now we wish we could own Murphy. But no, hell no. She's from straight up, she's a Cali girl. Straight up California. California, yay. She's a Snoop Dogg dog. Wait, you guys are just joking about the animal stuff. What do you mean the animal stuff? What part of the animal stuff? No, I mean, what are we joking about? I mean, I'm telling you that someone did say, yeah, phew. We'd never go back to Idaho, that's for sure. We'll never go. I'll go, though, when Brian Koberger is set free, if he's even in prison. I will go. Do you want to write Brian a letter? Okay, you guys, I have to be honest, though. The picture of Brian with his dog is just like Murphy. When I see Murphy and Kaylee, like, I cry when I see Murphy and Kaylee. But Brian and his dog, and to hear that he just wanted to know if his parents were okay and his dog was okay, that's sad. I mean, can you imagine? I can't imagine the police, the SWAT coming ready to blow down my house and me being just like worried about my dog. Like, how would you not be? And not even knowing, like, what the hell? What the hell? Murphy and, well, someone said that, well, don't take me serious about my dog and incest, okay? No, someone said Murphy was not Murphy that we see leaving that house. I'm also bothered by the fact that Jack wasn't like, where are you going with my dog when he's back in the back of the cop car? I don't care if I'm under arrest. If I see my dog and I know someone's dead inside of a house that I love, I'm going to question what the hell you're doing with my dog. Oh, okay. Wait, Bethany Funk's fetish? Okay, so, okay, I missed something. I probably maybe don't want to know. Bethany Funk is a freak. That's what I do know. I do know. I don't know, but she's a freak. I think she likes to be vampire-like, is my opinion. And y'all do you guys know, like, her mom's maiden name is Gray? Like, Kaylee's family's lawyer's name, Shannon Gray, her mom's maiden name is Gray. And they're from California. And what kind of lawyer was he anyways to them? Like, what good did Shannon Gray do for that family? I don't know what good he did, but I hope they didn't pay him. Oh, we have a lawyer. I can't. Did y'all see them? Not them, but did you guys see Christy on Dr. Phil? That's what I was going to share with you guys. Yeah, the funk. The funk. Bethany Funk is... I don't know about you guys, but if my friends died in my house and if somehow truly I was asleep and I didn't die, I would be out saying, like, we need to find the killers. Bethany Funk has said nothing. She sent Emily Allant to do her dirty work at the sentencing hearing. Bethany is a baby, obviously. Can I go home, though, for Thanksgiving? Really? Really? I think that the whole plan of the whole time was Dylan's in a sense the female Patsy, in my opinion. I think that she's less guilty than Bethany. She's also guilty of at least knowing what happened, but she's the easy target to blame. And she sounds, I mean, what if things were planted in her room, like psychotic drawings to make it look like she's cray-cray. Yeah, pissy pajamas, you gotta go back to the beginning. But it's, when we spoke before, I told you about the one person who's literally never left me alone. It's that person. She's back. Yeah. I think these people all, and from what I was told, I don't think they're real vampires, but I do believe if people look into certain things like certain families do, grossly, like Epstein, like, I wouldn't not believe it. That's what I'll say. I would not believe it. And I was told that things had to happen that night, and that's what happened. And the grub truckers are involved. I've known this for a long time. I'm just barely starting to say certain things that I was told because I'm not scared anymore, because I'm not going to be messed with. But everything I was told is starting to all literally either happen or has happened and fall into place. I never knew these sick things happen. Oh yeah, cowboys too. Black cowboy hats. Literally black cowboy hats. And I don't know, I can't play it for you guys. I don't, let me see. I'm going to put a link if you guys want to watch after. I'm going to put a link to a music video, and then you guys can watch some of this guy. I don't know if you guys have heard of Jam Wayne, but I never had. He randomly came up on YouTube like probably 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. For some reason, I think this man knows or has ties to what happened. It creeps me out. I'm not accusing the man. I don't know. But it feels like, even if he has nothing to do with it, it feels like whoever would be talking to Steve G, this is what I feel like he would be saying. And I wish I could play it, but hold on. I can't, because it won't. I'll get in trouble. But some of his stuff, of course, the first place he's going to be at a month from today or from tomorrow is Pennsylvania. Of course. I'm going to give you guys his copy his link. Okay. I'm going to put his link and you guys can watch him, and either you get it or you don't. And I'm not accusing the man. I just think that this is like the kind of message I would think would be sent to Steve. Yeah, King Road Clue disappeared. Who's Webb? You guys, and honestly, like, you have to think about the things that have occurred. Charlie Kirk also was like in Moscow meeting with Doug Wilson, and I don't know. The names of people really suck, because like the name James or the name Nathan, they're tied to a lot of people, like the Chapins or the G's or Doug Wilson. Rory is also tied to Doug Wilson, but Rory was also Rory, like Rory with thou shalt not kill Rory. And sometimes I just am starting to really think, like, how is this all really? Okay, girl. Yeah, Wilson's connect. Girl, you know I'm a Wilson though, right? I'm not joking, but not that kind of Wilson. My Wilsons are black. FYI, Michelle, because you made a post about the Wilsons today like it was going to scare me. My Wilsons are black. And they don't fuck around. My dad might be gone, but I have family. Lots of them. Well, yeah. Okay. And okay. See, the thing is with the G's, they're connected to everybody. And they're not always good. But Christy knows that someone dies every November 13th. And I'm positive that the person in the 1898, I wish I had it next to me. I started getting rid of my stuff because I was like, F Idaho, I'm done with this shit. Because what's the point? I feel like I'm not making a difference no matter what I say, no matter what I know. And then I'm like, well, it's still a good memory. Like, this was 4 years of my life. Like, we've all dedicated a portion of our lives to this case. So it's like, that's why it's hard to give up. Oh, no, if it was JLR. JLR's prison bound, girlfriend. Prison bound again. And I'm going to make a video when JLR goes because he thought it was funny to make fun of Brian and the soap. I don't think it's funny. And I'm glad Brian is alone. And if he's really in prison, then they better watch for him. Because if we get told Brian's not alive, like he got Epstein, I'll never believe anything that we were ever told. Or if Brian is attacked and we're told there better be proof. But how sick is it that Brian's family, if this is all real and Brian's really in prison, his family, his mother has to listen to Steve G yap his trap saying he wants bullets in Brian? That's real proper. He wants him gone real quick, too. Wonder why. His brother's in prison for murder. Does he care if he would get the DP or the firing squad? I mean, does that make sense? I mean, it's really disgusting to me. And I would love to know, I want Steve to answer questions. What did he mean? He didn't have to go upstairs. What did he mean? Don't make me be the alpha. What did Chrissy mean? The boogeyman. There's a lot of ulterior things that these people could be speaking of. And I find their relations with their children very strange. And I don't even mean this in a mean way about Olivia, the daughter, but like Ozempic. I just think like that doesn't even look like the same person. And I don't know how well Ozempic works for people, but I would think stress and like the loss of your sister, why would you need like Ozempic? In my opinion, it's a little maybe like something else, but I'm not judging that. I'm not. Oh, thank you. I tried, and I really tried to give Ethan the attention that I feel like Ethan never got. And in my heart of hearts, because I won't have kids, Ethan is just like, in my mind, a child that didn't have the love he deserved for whatever reason. And for whatever reason, I feel like I connected with Ethan and I connected with Xana. And that's why I talked to Xana's mom, Kara. And I knew that Kara would feel the way she did indicate she felt that Xana wasn't happy with her. And I would never want, my dad struggled at times in his life. I never would want to be gone, taken out of this world, and ever have one of my parents think that they did something wrong and that I hated them or their choices were to be at fault. And I was always so happy, and I will always respect Kara and our conversations. She's the only person out of all this that has truly mentioned God at all. And I do wonder what, like, the Chapins claimed to be, like, what religion. I know Stacy's dad was Episcopalian, but I'm trying to figure out how they could have been in any way, shape, or form tied to I know Bethany Funk and Showalters are Mormon. I don't know if Bethany's Mormon, but I do know her family Mormon. Showalter Mormon. I just wish I knew, because they all date back in time. But none of them talk about religion, and they don't. I mean, never mind. I'm not getting into religion. Just like I'm not getting into politics. I'm not doing it. Yeah. And I definitely, KT06, Xana, in my opinion, was not accepted by the Chapins. And they made that very clear without making it clear. It was almost like they were just like, oh, it was like puppy love, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the ladder. Oh, I get it. Oh my God, I never got it. The ladder. Oh my God. Thank you for saying that. I never got, oh my gosh. I never freaking got that. The ladder. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Now I'm going to be just on a wild goose chase all night. Oh my God. And do you guys get that, you know, we all thought Bethany was like engaged to the McClure kid when they posted that picture for lifers? How did they post that? Do you get 4 life sentences before Brian Koberger took 4 life sentences? What does 4 lifers mean? Yeah, the latter. I'm shocked. I thought I was only thinking in one shape, way, and form. I was thinking level up 33rd degree masonry type, which it still could be tied, but the ladder, I never put, oh my God. Typically, I'm pretty good at that, but wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, they never took it down either. 4 lifers. And there was something else I saw today too, because that's been something I've been meaning to say to you guys, but something else happened that I saw today, and I said, how would they know that? Like, ahead of time. But I don't know. Yeah, the tattoos. How'd they get tattoos so quickly? I mean, I've been saying I need a tattoo since 2018 when my dog died, and then my dad. And now I'm like, I need 3 tattoos in one, because I want a tattoo before this one ever leaves this world. Because I don't want to always, I only get tattoos when I'm like single again, or something major happens in my life. But I have 7, so it's like I can't just get them all the time now. And God knows how much tattoos cost, but like I literally need a tattoo to make it 8, and that's all. But I believe fully in the spiritual world as well. And I do not think she would be proud. And I firmly do believe that, I think that it's, I don't know. I just think it's very sad that the parents are behaving in the way that they are. The media press tours over to say that they've never made money off this is bullshit. Really? Because you made a shit ton of money on that GoFundMe that you didn't even have to pay. Remember? Because we didn't have a trial. And they're pretending that having a trial is what they want. Steve is shaking in his little booties because they don't want that. They don't want that. What happens if, God willing, Brian Koberger gets a fair trial, a real fair trial? What happens? Because that means anyone with a brain on the jury is, oh my God, this is the question I've been wanting to have answered, and you answered it. Brittany. I've said, who's Brittany? Brittany Dempster, who was one of Kaylee's best friends, was at the sorority luncheon. Was not interviewed by police, but was on BK's witness. Oh, that's who Brittany is then. Is she homies with whoever Mike is? I think his name was Mike. I read a comment on the Sean Hannity comments of somebody who talked about a Brittany, and they alleged that a Brittany was the girl who was there assisting that night. And I know, y'all, that we don't like Dee and Emma, and they should not have walked free for what occurred. But where is their interviews? Where are they? Every interview I try to get, they say the FBI has it, like Maddie's boyfriend or the Macy and Hunter Chapin. Everything's privacy. Who are we privacy acting? Because every other murder I've watched, we can see everybody. We can see their faces. We see the spouses. We see the family members. We see their faces. We hear their words, and they're interrogated. But, you know, Dylan doesn't get asked, what the hell does Gideon was here mean on her arm? And Bethany's just bitching about going home for Thanksgiving because she's so hungry. Not even making a comment about that, but yeah. Oh, and shoot. The cousin Lexi, I just saw something about Lexi because I think that's Kaylee's cousin named Lexi. Let me read what you're saying. The interview they did had Aubrey. Yes. Then Kaylee. Yeah, they mentioned Maddie before Kaylee. And I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard some of the rumors about parents that there's something weird about this Kaylee Maddie thing, and there's also something weird that I will cover later, but while I have better wording for it. But you know how everyone has like a clone or a doppelganger? Like, it's not coincidence, I guess I will say. Oh yeah, the Alexa was on the back of the toilet. Yep. Oh, and it was like, have you guys heard that part where Steve G found the Apple Watch that wasn't Kaylee's, that he hit up the police about? So whose watch was it? Like, and who deleted Kaylee's LinkedIn or whatever? You know, a little bit weird. I just find it very odd. And I do believe they knew they were being like watched or surveilled. Like my last live, maybe I didn't make the point very well, but I do believe this was an operation. No matter who did it, there was decoys, there was lookouts, there was a reason that there were so many white cars circling that house that night. This was a planned operation for whatever reason. And that's weird. Yeah, he found, like, it's going to bother me. I have to find it now. But yeah, it was some video I was watching, and it was, or an interview or something, and it was Steve found a watch. Kevin, Allen, and Aaron, are you joking me right now? Do you know Kevin, Allen, and Aaron? Holy shit. You just made my night because I thought I was losing my mind. Kevin, Allen, and Aaron. And yeah, Allen with a Y. Kevin drives a motorbike or a dirt bike. And Aaron. Killers. That's the video I did. The guy went to North Carolina and he talked to the cops. And Harsh Reality was like, this can't be true. Really? I'm still looking for Kevin, Allen, and Aaron. 100%. And part of me wonders if Kevin isn't Kevin Fixler. Just saying. Emma Tiger. Brittany wasn't. Okay, Brittany Dempster. I'm going to look. Was Brittany... Okay. Who was the girl, if anybody knows, that was at the bar that night that was basically being a bitch about Maddie? Like, oh, Maddie was drunk, and I saw her in the bathroom later. Dude, yeah, this case makes me crazy too, but I'm glad I'm not going crazy alone. Jeez. See, Kevin, Allen, and Aaron. Someone has to talk. But the thing is that they're not, because they're all groomed to be little demons, in my opinion. I can't believe you said Kevin, Allen, and Aaron. That made my whole day, because I'm always on the lookout. I've Kevin, Allen, and Aaron. And I found some. Kevin, Allen, and Aaron's. Brittany Dempster. Yep. I would think someone would talk, but these people are heartless, in my opinion. They don't act like they even give a damn that they lost friends. Not even the twins. The Chapin twins. They just go back to school. It's all good. It's weird. What is it, Mama? You want something? We'll be done in just a minute, okay? Okay. Here, are you hot? Oh, sorry. It's probably hot. Okay, there we go. I like that. Connor with a K. Okay, I'm going to have to look into Brittany. All I know is a girl was involved, and I guess after Emma Bailey, I don't find it like weird to think some of these girls are just evil. No, nobody hitchhikes. Nope. And I'm not going to say who. I mean, Sherlock, you can email me, because I have some very I'm not going to accuse anybody online, but the potential ties to like the knife and the DNA in Pennsylvania, I have theories, and I do believe that someone tied to Brian in some way may be bragging, in a sense, about some things. And it's creepy to me, but I'm not, because if this person is who I think they are, they're very powerful, and they look just like whoever their father might be. Jenna McClure. Okay, yeah. And see, I don't even think that Bethany's really engaged to the brother of Jenna, like we all thought with the 4 lifers. I just think they're sick fucks. Yeah, definitely email me, because I can't put it out here, because I'm literally a little sure about this, but I can't. Yeah, and who's Jacqueline B? I just started to hear that interview, and I was like, she made me have questions. Like, is that who was with Kaylee? Yeah. Okay, that's who was with them. And y'all have to watch that again, the Corner Club, because there's some weird shit up in that video. And you see it from opposite. It's not what we saw, like, oh, they're with Jack. There's something else going on. And that's why I think Kaylee, like, controlled Maddie in a sense, because she's annoyed with Maddie. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but I'll point it out either next time, or Kaylee had like her hands in her pocket. What the fuck? Saeed? Oh my God, are you kidding? Oh my gosh, for real? You guys, this is wild. I have to look all this up. Now I'm not going to sleep all night. Saeed, the bushiest brows in the whole land of Moscow. But have you guys seen, I don't know the guy's name. I'll have to post it. See, I should just do what Bubbly does and just post like rando stuff, because I have so much and I need to get rid of shit off my phone, off my computer. Thank you, Miss Johnny Knapp. I need to know that name. I think Kaylee was labeled Kaylee. I don't want to victim shame or blame. I don't know what Kaylee's deal was. And I don't know. I am starting to really believe, though, that Kaylee and Steve Like when, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when crypto first was like Bitcoin was the only crypto. And people, you had to be like the in crew. You had to be invited to buy Bitcoin from Bitcoin owners, or you had to get the info to be like, it was like MLM, but not. You had to be in the in crew to get invited. And then you could purchase Bitcoin at the very beginning. I feel like that's kind of what maybe was happening with Hex crypto. And I feel like Kaylee could have been, selling crypto, or not selling, but, onboarding people. I don't know how to do it either, or the stock market. Like I've bought crypto and I've bought like some stocks, but like I'll watch my phone all day, every day. Like I would love to be a day trader because I'm pretty smart at things, but I don't have the patience. I will stare at my phone and be like, oh my God, it went up. It went down. Give me my money back, or put more money in. And if they had people with big money into what they told them to do, because, Steve knows everything, then that would make sense. And some of these people, I'm sure, are the same people who sold things that intoxicate, things that, they had to put their money somewhere. What are you doing, baby? Come here. I'll take you right now. My dog's going nutty. Mommy's gonna... Okay, mammy. You're gonna stare the people down? What the hell? Okay, baby. Okay. How come you guys can't even... I don't even know what the fuck. Okay, look. Say hi. And not to me. Okay. Yes, R.I.P. Hayden. Yes, and man, she's got a story to be told as well. But you guys, I'm gonna have to take care of my doggy. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I'm looking into everything we talked about. I will be back hopefully tomorrow. I have to take little's potty, and she wants something from me, and so I'm gonna have to make her crushed oi. She loves crushed ice. I love you guys though. Please hit the like and subscribe, notification bell. I love you guys. Oh my God, dude, James. Yes, I have to watch this too. You guys, thank you for being good people and good humans. And for everyone who was here, thank you so much, Brooke, for being an amazing mod. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for listening to me vent about the BS. And thanks for being good people following this case. We all have to stick together. And, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you. You're all amazing. And thank you. I love my baby. She knows she gets whatever she wants if I do it. Yes, I'm so glad to, Miss Johnny Knapp and Doc Terry and No Shit Sherlock. Email me, Sherlock. And Brooke, thank you again so much. You're amazing for being here for me, for modding, and hopefully everything works out itself out. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being good humans. And Doc Terry, kiss them doggies for us, okay? And I love you guys. Appreciate you. Okay, I gotta go. She's the boss. I love you guys. My keyboard just fell off. You guys are the best. And keep fighting the good fight for justice, truth, transparency, and for people who literally don't deserve to be in the situations they're in. We appreciate you guys. We'll talk soon. Love you guys. We're going. Okay.